Now let's get into this idea of time is money. Now, where is this idea coming from? This idea, wherever it is coming from, it is keeping us poor, because we have been taught in schools and as children that you have to exchange time for money. And who is this taught by? This is taught to us by the elite, by those people who want to keep us in a state of slavery. In the olden days, people became very rich by having slaves. And we think that in modern day slavery has been abolished, but modern day slavery has not been abolished. Modern day slavery has been given a different name. And the name of that chain, the chain that keeps the slave bound to the master, is called salary. And how do you get a salary? You get a salary by exchanging time. There is a problem with this. There is a problem with this. No matter how good you are and no matter how much you get paid, your time is limited. Money you can always get more of, and if you lose money, you can get money, but if you lose time, you can never get your time back. You can never get your time back. That's why Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 16 says, redeem the time for the days are evil. Now this is the verse that we want to unpack in today's video. And the verse is saying in verse 15 and verse 16 and verse 17, verse 15, it says that don't be unwise, be wise. So what is it saying? That how can be wise? We have to be wise by redeeming the time. Redeeming the time. So we have to understand what this idea of time is. And the scripture is saying, redeem the time for the days are evil. The days are evil does not mean that there is evil around us in the demonic sense, in a satanic sense, but the days are evil means that constantly days are bad. The situation is bad. So the scripture is telling us, do not be worried if the economy is down at the moment. Do not be worried if inflation is high at the moment. Do not be worried if there is a political instability. Do not be worried if these evil days, this bad situation is going to be around all the time, because we are living in a sinful world. But what do we have to do? We have to redeem the time. We have to redeem the time, and we have to understand what this word redeeming the time actually means. Now, redeem means to get back. But if there is a re before that, it is to get back again. To get back again. So you have lost your. Time is something that you have to make sure that you get back. And if you will read a different translations, you will get a different understanding. And different translations say that make use of every opportunity. For example, this is one of the translations that it says, make use of every opportunity. So every time that you get a good opportunity, make use of it. Do not let it go to waste. Or every day do your best. Every day do your best. Every day do the task that the Lord has given you. Use the time that the Lord has given you for the work. It is connected. Using the time and the will of God is connected in these verses. It is saying, the will of God, and every day make time to fulfill the will of God. And we are going to go deeper and understand that. It also says, there are other translations which says, it says so it says buy back the time. Buy back the time. So what we have to do is we have to understand that we cannot spend time in unnecessary things. We cannot spend time scrolling. Now, do I scroll? Yes, I scroll. Lord forgive me, but it's my weakness. I am not preaching what I am observing. I am preaching what I should be doing. Am I getting better? Yes, definitely. I am scrolling much less. I am getting better because I am understanding. I am preaching. Then whenever I am scrolling, I'm reminded of this. I'm reminded of this message. Why? Because these tech companies have spent billions and billions of dollars to do what? So to gain our attention. And our attention spans are so low. That's why this short form content is doing so good. But But scrolling or Netflix or a streaming, I thank God. I mean, I could not get away from it. I had to binge watch so many it was just a lot of waste of time. And if you go fight it, you will not be able to buy back time. You will not be able to fight these tech companies. I'm telling you, do not go and try not to watch Netflix, and do not go and try not to scroll. It is not going to help you. It is not going to help you. What is going to help you and what has helped me is, instead of not doing something, because we are wired that way. Adam and Eve were told not to eat that fruit, and what did they go and do? They went and ate the fruit. Tell a child not to eat the chocolate. It's wired in us. And if we tell them not to do this, not to do that, what will happen? Will we listen to ourselves? Not at all. So what should we do? What is the Lord calling us? Instead, it says how to redeem the time. It says, know the will of the Lord. In verse number 17, it says, you see, we were in Ephesians chapter 5. It says, do not be unwise and know the will of the Lord. Before, it says that redeem the time, buy back the time, make use of every opportunity. So instead of not doing the things in which we are wasting times, and we know innately, we know in ourselves where we are wasting time, and instead of spending energy on for us not to do the things that are wasting our times, instead find the will of the Lord. Instead, find the will of the Lord for your lives and find joy in it. Find happiness in it. My name is Allen Diwan, and I've been a restaurateur for 25 years. But the Lord has called me to preach the gospel now. Thus, if you have enjoyed this clip from this video, do please share, subscribe, and like this video. And if you want to see the whole Bible study, click on this video on your right over here, and you can see the whole Bible study. Or if you would like to see another clip from this Bible study, click on this video over here on your left, and you can see that video. Thank you very much. God bless you.